of what we're going through. This is my 6th week preaching on the same message. This is my season. You'd better tell somebody, this is my season. Genesis 1:14. 1, 2, 3, go. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. Okay? Genesis 2 verse 4. 1, 2, 3, go. These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth when they were created in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11. 1, 2, 3, go. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all. In other words, it says time and opportunity happen to everybody. So don't blame anybody. You are given time, and inside your time, that's where your opportunities are. Don't even tell me nobody took you to school, but in your time, that's where your opportunities. Which means it's not education, it is time. Amen. It's never about the education you have. It is all about time. You can ask some of the uneducated business people that are employing doctors under them. You can ask Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney is not educated, yet he's got some finance directors that are working under him because he earns 300 pounds a week. Why? Because he understands that time and opportunity. Inside time, he realizes that he's got an opportunity to be a football player. But what is it that you have discovered in your time? You've only discovered that time ticks, but you have not discovered that inside time is where I am. Let's finish off this from 2 Samuel chapter 9 from verse 1. 1, 2, 3, go. And David said, is there yet any that is left of the house of Saul, that I may show him kindness for Jonathan's sake? And there was of the house of Saul a servant whose name was Ziba. And when they called him unto David, the king said unto him, are you Ziba? And he said, your servant is he. And the king said, is there not yet any of the house of Saul, that I may show you kindness of God unto him? And Ziba said unto the king, Jonathan has yet a son, who is lame on his feet. And the king said unto him, where is he? And Ziba said unto the king, behold, he is in the house of Machir, the son of Amiel in Lodibar. Then King David sent and fetched him out of the house of Machir, the son of Amiel from Lodibar. Now when Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Saul, was come unto David, he fell on his face and did reverence. And David said, Mephibosheth, and he answered, behold your servant. And David said unto him, fear not, for I will surely show you kindness for Jonathan your father's sake, and I will restore you all the land of Saul thy father, and thou shalt eat bread at my table continually. And he bowed himself and said, what is your servant that you should look upon such a dead dog as I am? May God bless the reading of his word. Amen. Amen. Tell somebody, this is my season. This is my season. Now listen. It's not him who is saying it to you that it is your season. It is you. Which means the other person sitting next to you, he has no opinion about what God is about to do in your life. Yes. He has no opinion about what God is about to do in your life. Yes. Not even your boss, not even your company. They have no opinion in what God is about to do. Yes. Listen to me. By legally, Mary is married. Okay? Mary is married to Joseph. But Joseph has nothing to do with what God is about to do through Mary. Yes. Can I get some holy? Joseph has paid all the dowry. He's only waiting for the wedding. But when the divine takes over, humanity must bow down. Every system of humanity yet married. In other words, Joseph, you are too late. The devil is too late upon your life. He should have killed you before you knew Jesus. I have to make a declaration. He is too late for you. Come on, you're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing. Just raise it up. Just raise it up. He is too late for you. You can ask the woman who was caught in adultery. They did not kill that woman, and they brought that woman to Jesus. And when they brought that woman to Jesus, Jesus tells them, "You are too late. You should have killed this woman before you came to me. But it's very easy that you have come to me. There is no more condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus." The devil is too late. He's too late. Generational cases cannot catch up with you. The devil is too late. Death cannot catch up with you anymore. The devil is too late. If you cannot bury Lazarus, and if you cannot judge, you are too late, devil. Even though you kill Lazarus, but he can still rise from the dead. The devil is too late. This is my season. It's not a season to die. It is a season for me to live. It's not a season for me to suffer. It is a season for me to prosper. It's not a season for me to be confused. It is a season for me to have direction. It's not a season for me to continue to move around in the wilderness. It is my season for Canaan. Come on, give me the microphone. He is too late. I don't care how many years you are. If you are saying, "I'm not yet married, maybe I'm over 30, but still what the devil is late. What he did to your sister, he cannot do it to you. What he did to your mother, he cannot do it to you. What he did to your grandfather, he cannot do it to you. Now I know Jesus, because if a person is in Christ, he's now a new creature. No generational curse can limit my life. You are too late, devil. I'll prosper, I'll drive a car, I'll buy my own house. You are too late. You should have killed me when you still had a chance. But not now. Because I have knowledge. Because you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. It's too late. He should have allowed you to be in other churches, but the very reason that you have come here, you are meeting with the right kind of message with you. And I'm telling you, this is your season. This is your season, and the devil can do nothing about it. This is your season. I don't care how dry you are. Don't you know there are certain times when a tree goes through a dry spell, and the tree gets so dry that you think it's about to die, but inside the tree it is still moist. That's what we call revival. Revival does not start from the outside, it starts from the inside. It may be a dry tree, but you cannot take it to make it full firewood. It is not firewood. It is not firewood, because the moment you try to break it, you find that inside it is so resisting. That's why you can attach the body of Job. Job, you can actually affect him outside. You can kill his children outside. You can cause the wounds to be outside. But inside Job, he says, "I know my Redeemer liveth. I know my Redeemer liveth." So if a tree is cut, there is hope for it, because it will sprout again. There is hope for a tree when it is cut down, because sooner or later it is going to sprout again. There is hope for a tree. This is what Job is saying. You cut my life down, but there is hope for a tree when it is cut down, because it is rise again at the scent of some rain somewhere. Not at the rain, but at the scent of some anticipation of the season will change your life. I'm not even talking about the season. Anticipation. Before it starts to rain, that's why it's not improved. It's not yet raining. This is anticipation of the coming rains. If people think you are blessed already, you are not yet fully blessed. It's my season. It's my season. It's my season. Cannot you shot for the black or power? Shakadi can also was it again and then but was shot for the eyelashes. Also for the Brazilian. This is my season. This is my season. We should shot for the jacket. Who got it? This is my season. I'm about to have a butcher. You all wish one will go 100 shit. In my right now, don't need butcher. Yeah. It's my season. Yeah. Now, we explained everything about season. That a season is a period of time that is packed with events. Time doesn't just tick. Inside the time there are events. There's something happening. Okay? Whilst you are looking at your watch, and time is passing. To somebody, it's not time that is passing. It is something to be done during that time. Yes. All right. Hello? Yes. To somebody, it's not just time passing. To somebody, time doesn't just tick. To somebody, it is what is happening inside that time. The sons of Isaac understood the times. They knew what Israel ought to do. So in other words, once the time is ticking, to somebody it is time for study. It is time for upgrading somebody. For upgrading your education. In other words, you upgrade yourself during the time when there are no jobs. You are upgrading yourself. And saying, by the time the economy is okay, I'll be having a doctorate. So they'll be looking for doctors. I will not start to do the doctorate that time. Because every farmer has to prepare before the season rains. The problem is we are so much used with fire extinguisher kind of management. Yeah. Crisis management. You don't put up a market. Moses said, I'm going to shoot the number. I got to do name. I'm not a sugar. Yes. As the pastor would wash your hands from Shannon, but I don't have a head see much. And I jump in the name in a chimuti. Pamaka, I don't say much and the Cachiles, she will teach us to reach out the office. The only Orocus. Besides, because the Papa, you will cross over, Papa, I'll give you a minute or you cross over. No more, I'm not to name, I'm not going to wait. Who name? Season is a period of time where you prepare yourself. Right. But instead of start to look nice, man. How long is on the man? I'm not there. But I'm so much to push my church. Fine in the opportunity. Now, you have to be able to understand Yema seasons. Go even in a shy. So I'm not just about you, but I'm not a dream. But if I tell you, what dream? As when I tell you, can't go. Doesn't matter. So there is a time also when Joseph, I'm forgetting that we have our Tswana sisters here. This is an international assembly. This is an international assembly. So I was getting carried away with this is the one I was thinking. So you'll be able to understand this thing. Joseph, when you throw Joseph into the pit, it's only for a season. Joseph is not there to stay for God. Which means when you go through hardship, it's only for a season. Because darkness endures for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So when you see me in a trying situation, it is not over. Don't you celebrate and think that my life is over. Don't think that I'm dead and buried. When you see me in the pit like Joseph, because I've not left my dream outside, I'm still with my dream but inside the pit. Because the dream was inside the person. The dream was not outside, it was inside. So if you put me to the pit, you're not putting me alone, you're putting me in my dream. And it is the dream that sustains me. So as long as I have a dream, I won't die, because visionaries, they don't die. A visionary will never die. That's why Martin Luther went to the grave, but his vision continued. That's why Obama rises up and says, yes, we can. Why? Because the spirit of a dead man is still speaking through some black guy who realized that there was a certain black brother who understood that there's a certain time when black and white can actually come together to become a nation. You are a liar, devil. You are a liar. I will not die because I'm a dreamer. I've got so fast, too many need to preach. So I cannot die now because I still have got nations to go to. I still have got Botswana to come to. I still have got the Philippines to go to. I still have got Cambodia to go to. I still have got Honolulu to go to. I still have got Venezuela to go to. I still have got the USA to go to. I still have got Britain to go to. I can still go and do business outside it. So I cannot die because the world is waiting for me. Because I am waiting. They are waiting for me. Because I'm a solution giver. They are waiting for their Joseph. Because I'm the Joseph of the world. To give them an answer. So the person with an answer cannot die. Because Joseph, God has to keep Joseph for him to be a solution giver. God has to preserve Joseph. Can I talk to a Joseph this morning? The reason why the devil has been fighting your life and you are not dying. The reason why you were caught even with high blood pressure but you did not die. The reason why you got stressed up but you never died. It is because God is keeping you. Because you have a solution inside you. You have an answer for your generation. The people in your family that do not know God are waiting for a certain Joseph. The people of this generation are waiting for an answer. The church cannot die because we are the chosen generation. Zimbabwe doesn't need some economists to come from somewhere. Zimbabwe doesn't need some politician to come from somewhere. Zimbabwe doesn't need somebody to campaign again and say I'll be president. Zimbabwe needs the church. Zimbabwe needs Jesus. Zimbabwe needs us because we are the solution givers. I came as a prophet of God. We are the answers because we are the salt of the earth. We shall cut the corruption. Corruption shall be normal because we are the answer to the nation. We are the answer. We are the answer. We are the answer. The industries shall come back again. All the industries that are going down shall rise up again. We shall have the Zimbabwe dollar circulating once again in the name of Jehovah. I feel like preaching this morning. I feel like preaching this morning. I don't know who I'm preaching to. I might not have come for everybody, but at least I came for somebody. I came to a chosen who is in some pit somewhere, who doesn't know where he's going and where he's coming from. I came to preach to a chosen. You are only in a pit for a season, but some Ishmaelites are coming along your way. They shall take you out of the pit and they shall send you into the house of Potiphar. Can I talk to a chosen? In the house of Potiphar, you don't stay for good because they shall accuse you, they shall frustrate you, and you shall leave the house of Potiphar with character assassination. But you are not going to go far. They shall put you in prison, but it is a strategy that God is making that you might meet somebody who will shall interpret your dream to, because they shall come to you. The beggar shall come to you, and the wine and the guy who was actually pouring in wine for the king shall come. They shall stand before you. You shall tell them, Mr. Beggar, you shall die, but you, the guy that you pours in wine to the king, you shall live. After interpreting, some people shall forget that you once helped them in their life. But Pharaoh shall say, I have a dream, but I cannot interpret it. But the Nangas could not interpret it. Even the necromancers could not interpret it. Even the wizards could not interpret it. Who else can I find? And somebody gonna say, there is a certain Joseph, but it's a problem. He is in prison. Yes, he is in prison. Taken out of the prison. The devil is a liar. You shall come out from where you are because the answer is needed in Zimbabwe. Don't call me. I've heard some people that say, this is our local pastor. I'm not a local pastor. Such a nation, then you call me. The time of writing letters is analog. We are now living in digital. Season of digital, it's not analog. Now you better tell somebody that is sitting next to you. You think next time I'll come alone? I'm going to be married. I'm bringing my husband. I'm bringing my husband. And for you young men, please don't bring your wives before you start to work. If you can't look after yourself, how can you look after people? If you can't look after yourself, one man. Yes.
my season. Amen. You saw me walking on foot when I came here. Next time, create a parking area for me. Because it's my season. It's my season. Please create a parking area for me. How come I celebrated you when you bought a car? So why are you getting angry? Because I'm saying create a parking area for me. Create a parking area for me. Yes. Oh, yes. Amen. So you think we're going to be in the same companies together? No. This is my season, Daddy. And they better greet me whilst I can still be greeted. Because the next time somebody will be around and trying to say, what are you trying to do to this man? Hallelujah. Now we spoke about these seasons, and I told you from the scripture, I don't know how I got carried away. But the scripture says, the Lord God made the moon, the stars, and the sun for signs and for seasons. Which means each time you see the stars, it is a season called night. You see the moon, it is a season called night. You see the sun, it is a season called day. So a season is not summer, autumn, winter, spring. Season is a period of time only. Whether there is a second, a minute, an hour, is still a season. That's why the angels, before we even started to talk about minutes, they'll say by this time, next season, you shall hear the sun. By this time, next season. Okay? That's how they count the time. They count the time as seasons. So God says, the moment you see the moon, the stars, and the sun coming out, it signifies a season. So if Abraham is crying because he's going through a season of barrenness, God will say to him, please, Abraham, come out of your house and look up to the stars. Remember, the stars, they signify seasons. So that when Abraham looks up to the stars, he says, can you count them? He says, I can't. He says, now you are entering into a season of countless children, because you're going to be a father of many nations. And also I told you, the wise men from the east, they to look up and interpret a certain star, for them to know that the season of Herod is over, and the season of Jesus is nigh. So you have to be able to understand also that Hezekiah is about to die. And he refuses to die because it's not my season to die. I shall not die, but I shall live and declare the words of the living God. So you go back to your God and tell him it's not my season to die because I've done a lot in the house of God. I pay my tithes, I give an offering, I also look after the pastor. So why should I die? If you are looking for people to die, why don't you kill some people that are in the church who are not doing anything? So if you see God sparing you, you still have got something to do in the house of God. So the prophet Isaiah goes back to Hezekiah to tell him that God has added 15 more years. But he says, Mr. Prophet, I don't trust you anymore. Because of the first time you prophesied doom to me, I will not trust you anymore. The only time I can trust you is when you show me that what sign are you going to give me that I will live. Then he says, the sun, which signifies the season, shall return back 10 degrees. And because the sun is returning 10 degrees, which means the season of Hezekiah was about to set. So because the season is about to set, because it's dying, God has to give back what the cankerworm has eaten, what the palmerworm has eaten, and what the locust has eaten. So restoration is big. When God restores you, He doesn't restore you with things, He restores time. That's why He says, I will restore the time, the years that the cankerworm is eaten. He does not say, I will restore the cars. It is up to what you do with the years. I will restore the years that the cankerworm is eaten. So if God restores the years, if you still do nothing, you will get nothing. And I told you the reason why God restored him 10 degrees. It is because Hezekiah was paying 10% to God. So in other words, a man's life is a circle to complete a cycle of his life. So a cycle is 360 degrees. So Hezekiah has spent 350 degrees, but he had acquired nothing. But the 10 degrees, he could not spend them because they belong to God, because 10% is God. So God was keeping the 10 degrees for him. So that if he messed up, God will give him the 10 degrees. But the surprising thing is, 10 degrees can do much better than the 350 degrees that human does. So which means when God restores you, that which has been given for you because you are giving to him, it is much better than what you have tried to do in order for you to build a house. And I gave you a revelation. The reason why God speaks about number 10, it is because God sits on the circle of the earth, and your life is a cycle. And since your life is a cycle, your life is a zero without God. But if God sits on the circle of the earth, and God is number 1 plus a 0 becomes 10. And then the 10% becomes 10 over 100. And 10 over 100 has got 3 zeros, 1 0 on the 10 and 2 zeros on the 100. Which means every member of the Trinity has to take away a 0 from your life. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In order for you to have to remain with a 1 over 1 to make you a complete person. So we spoke about this. That a baby is born at 9 months. But if the devil steals the baby season, he steals 3 months. And the baby comes out at 6 months. And we call it premature. So what the devil intends to do is to give you a premature salad. A premature house which is not even finished. Premature car which does not even take you to where you're supposed to go. Premature marriage which does not even make you enjoy it. You only enjoy 2 weeks or a week, and the husband is usually away. Hallelujah. So you would want by all means for you to have what you call premature clothing. You dress as if you are not really dressed. But Solomon says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not won by the swift. The battle is not won by the strong. Bread is not eaten by the wise. Favor does not come to men of understanding. But time and opportunity come to all. Both the believer and unbeliever, they are given time. Which means Muhammad Musa, who is an Indian, and he does not know God, also has time. But the reason why Muhammad Musa has got many shops, and the Christians don't have shops, it is because of what Muhammad Musa did with his time. Meanwhile, you're in the mountains, and you're busy praying, frustrating, laminating, and doing all kind of things. I bind in the name of Jesus, I'm receiving that business. Meanwhile, Muhammad Musa was busy working and creating business. You wanted to try to do business by faith. And you don't even understand the economic language. So you don't even know what is supposed to be done at a particular time. Time and opportunity come to all. So once you lose time, you lose opportunity. And I told you, don't allow preachers to waste your time. You know there are some people that waste your time. They talk a lot of things, but those things they don't even work in your life. So they waste your time. Week after week, they waste your time. How? Do you know there are some things that we call preaching, but it's only making it's a lot of noise. I'm not playing down some other preachers, but really I've sat there and I get frustrated. You find that the person is only preaching of one message throughout the whole. Every time he says that he's preaching on one message, he's only changing the scriptures. He's talking about your finances, your marriage. He's talking about, that's all, the only thing that he's talking about. Your finances, your marriage, maybe you're late in getting married, etc. The next time, he also repeats the same thing, but he's only changing the scriptures. Time and opportunity. Don't waste my time. And I told you, don't even allow people to waste your time. Don't even allow some boyfriends to waste your time. Some boyfriends will never marry you. 5 years they'll be talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. Talking and looking at you. Talking and looking. They don't even put talk time in your phone. They don't even put air time. They waste your time. They want you to call, but they don't put air time. Some boyfriends are useless. Never old and woman, our commander. What do I think? My my son's actually I want you to cancel that boyfriend of yours. Buju Bandon. The Buju Bandon kind of boyfriend. And you guys, you know, sometimes we are betraying our girls in the church. We are going for those Rihannas and these Beyoncés outside. And you are leaving these girls that know God. And they love their God. That's why these girls are also going out now. Because the guys in the church are not marrying their own. Right in this church. Are you trying to tell me there are no girls, good girls here? Good girls. Each time you want to marry, I'm going to angry you. May I say this to you? Some of you are going to be courting some satanic girl who is in the occult. They are not filled with the Spirit of God, so they have the other spirit. So the next time you get drowned, you are gone, young man, you are gone. You can ask Ahab. Ahab got married to Jezebel. She was not a church girl. Straight from Phoenicia. Nice hips and everything. She was coming. But behind those hips, they are prophets of Baal. This is the queen of prostitution at the highest climax. The wow kind of girl. Ahab was drowned in his Christian life. Would he never know God again because of a certain girl? You can ask Samson. Ends up with the bald head and the blind eyes. One girl, the cutie. Beauty is not on the face, it's in the heart. Some of these guys, they are demon possessed. Daughters of the demon is daughters of the devil himself, the devil incarnate. The she devil. Enough of this. But now we are looking at this season of this man called Mephibosheth. Now, I told you, now David said, is there any of the house of Saul? Is there any amongst the house of Saul who still surviving? Is there any? And I told you, the moment David says, well, better listen. Because David is the type of Christ. Because whenever David speaks, he breaks the silence. Because David has been given so much wisdom by God. This is the man after God's heart. So when he speaks on behalf of God. Is there any amongst? Because David is a king. And when kings speak, they are bringing a solution into your life. Okay? Is there any amongst the house of Saul? Is there any that I might show favor? Which means season has nothing to do with your human efforts. Because a mango tree does not need to put any efforts for it to bear fruit. It is the season that determines. So in other words, David is creating the season. He's saying, I know somebody's out. Is there any amongst the house of Saul who is still surviving that I may bestow favor upon him? Is there any of your family? He's looking for one who's going to change their own generation. Is there any that I may bestow favor? So the Bible says, I may show kindness for who? For Jonathan's sake. Which means favor comes to you for somebody else's sake. You have to understand that the issue here is Saul had messed up big time. Saul messed up and did not listen to God. But Jonathan, the son of Saul, understood that his father had sown a bad seed. So the whole generation can perish because of Saul. So he creates a situation for his next generation. He creates a situation for his next generation that they will not perish. I don't know whether I understand me. There are some things our great-grandfathers did which you must intercept and say, enough of this, let it end with me. As for me and my children, I'll get into a covenant with Jesus. So that what my grandfather did, I will not do. What my father did, I will not pass through. I will not allow my own children to go through the same issues that my family went through. So in other words, Jonathan said, it is going to end with me. Even though Jonathan died, he died, but at least he created life for the forthcoming generation. Some people are so selfish, they think of themselves, but they don't think about their own children. You also have to be very careful, because every seed that you sow, you shall harvest. So here's the situation. Jonathan and David had gotten into a covenant. They cut their hands and they held their hands together. And the blood of David flowed into Jonathan, and the blood of Jonathan flowed into David for them to become one. Whoever touches Jonathan touches David. Whoever touches David touches Jonathan. Yours is mine, mine is yours. So if you become king, you remember me. If I become king, I remember you. So entering into a covenant with Jesus, who is the King of Kings. Since you are king, my children also have to be kings. So the time when Jonathan was killed, Mephibosheth was still 5 years. And he was put on the back of an enemy. And he fell down and broke his feet and became lame. And because he was now lame, he could not run by himself. So if you're not running by yourself, somebody will run for you. So somebody has to carry him. Not in the direction which he wants, but in the direction which is safer for the person that is carrying him. Remember, it was a servant that was carrying Mephibosheth. So servants will never take you to the palace. Servants will take you to the servant quarters. So the servant quarters is Lotiba. I know where you are, you did not go by yourself. Because you had no decisions then. But somebody took you there. Do you know some state of poverty in which we are? It is because we were lame. We did not know God by then. But somebody took us into a state of poverty. The Lord you are in today, you did not go in there by yourself. But some generational curse carried you into that state of affairs. You are not understanding me. I know you are walking by foot and you are not driving, but it is not by choice. But somebody brought you into such a situation. Some situations we did not invite them. Some situations we did not apply for them. But somebody took us on their back. You have to be careful who puts you on your back, on their back, because next time they get tired, they will not put you down, but they will throw you down. The devil is a liar. Whoever sent you to Lodibar, but there is a certain David who is asking, is there anyone of the house of Saul upon whom I can bestow favor? I don't know wherever they put you. I don't know wherever they put you, but is there anyone of the house of Saul I can bestow favor on? I don't know where the devil put you. I don't know in which sickness he put you, but is there anyone of the house of Saul upon whom I can bestow favor? I don't know in which marital situation of the house of Jonathan I can bestow him. Then he says, yes, there is. There is Mephibosheth, but he is crippled. Did you hear the question? I only said, is there anyone of the house of Jonathan? I didn't say, what is the condition? There is Mephibosheth, but you wouldn't want to hear about that one. In other words, that's what he's saying. There is Mephibosheth, but he has messed up big time. He's got 3 children out of wedlock. There is Mephibosheth. You said you are looking for somebody who should be married this year. There is Mephibosheth, but the problem with Mephibosheth, Mephibosheth has got 3 children. The other one is going to his own father. The other one is going to... did I say that? Did I even ask about the situation? Did I talk about the condition? I only said, is there? I don't mind in which state they are. There is Mephibosheth, but the problem is Mephibosheth is not educated. Is there anybody who needs a job? Yes, there is, but the problem is they are not qualified. God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. God does not call the qualified, but He qualifies the called. So the first thing is the call. As long as I'm called, then I can be qualified. It is not your qualifications, it is His qualifications. Is there anyone? Is there, but the problem is in their family nobody gets married. The problem is there anyone? Yes, there is a Zimbabwean, but the economy is not good enough for them to do business. Did I even ask about the condition of the economy? I only said, is there anyone I can put in business? There is, but the problem is their economy. There is a liquidity crisis. Economic crunch. Did I even ask about the condition? Actually, I'm specialized in mending the condition. That's why I'm called. Listen, church is a spiritual hospital. We don't call holy people, but we make holy people with their codes. And by the way, you have to be very, very patient with me because I'm still work in progress. I'm still in the workshop and God is still attending to me. And I don't know why you get frustrated because of me. You get frustrated because of my character. I'm still work in progress. I'm work in progress. You know, we've got far too many people who are the holier than thous. As if you are in charge of you are the ones that now look at people that are holy churches. You know, that one I don't need in favor. You don't favor. You get out of the church. You get out of the church. Find a church of your own where you'll be fellowshipping with angels, where there are no human beings. Because as long as there are human beings, we all have made errors. We all have messed up. We all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So you better be careful with me. If you still think I'm very angry, I'm a person of anger, please be patient with me because God is still working on me. There is still a triangle written work in progress. So don't pass through. Why do you pass through a road that is still under construction? Yes, Lord. I'm still under construction. You laugh at me because I'm delayed in getting married. I'm still work in progress. You want to laugh at me just because I'm still working on foot. I'm still work in progress. There's still some things that God is in working for me because before He blesses me big time. Don't judge me because of my current situation, because my season is coming. After God is through with me, you will not even be able to recognize Job. You will not be able to recognize me, Job. Because I shall be as pure as gold. Listen to me. We don't apply to be widows. We don't apply to be single ladies. We don't apply to get married late. We don't apply. We don't apply. Don't be too boastful. Don't be too boastful. And don't talk about other people's life. You mind your own business. Mind your own business. You mind your own business. Mind your own business. Stop bragging into other people's lives. You get stressed out because other people are not changing. You change. It's with lame feet. What about your feet? What about yours? Have you even looked at your feet? Do you even know what kind of weaknesses you have? You frustrate. You really are disgusting. You are disgusting. It's only the love of God that takes away the multitude of sin. That's why we accept you. We accept you and you accept me. No pastor is perfect. No preacher is perfect. No leader is perfect. No saint is perfect. You are a real saint after you leave this place. Don't try to be some Gabriel or some Michael or some sort. You shall be held accountable for every soul that takes life because of you. The reason why David accepts other people is because he has suffered rejection. If you have suffered poverty, you'll never be positive if you become rich. Otherwise, you will help the poor to become rich. Some of us, it's as if we were born rising. We were born in nice houses. Some of us were staying in houses, 2-room houses. And you're not even grateful to say, God, thank you for taking it from them. At least I will accept other people and also help other people's lives. Be patient with people. You know this man that you see here standing? This man you see here standing. I think I testified that my father was seated there. I told him the background of the life where I'm coming from. The reason why I'm patient with you so much, the reason why I love you so much, the reason why I accommodate you so much is because of where I'm coming from.
Yes.
The problem is if you're a preacher like Adam was born with a bald head. He just came on the earth with a bald head. He was never a baby. And I'm sure no one knows about that man does not even know anything about generational cases.
Yes.
He has no parents.
Yes.
He's born with a woman. He never even looked for dowry to get married. He never suffered for a wedding for him to have a wedding. Because there's no one else to conduct the wedding for. Then God was the marriage officer for nothing. He never even paid the marriage officer. And meanwhile, he's working on code. Even if the dowry was needed, he still had the dowry. Free of charge. But the problem is easy, come easy go. Anything that comes easy will go easy. But the reason why Jesus is still seated on the throne and he never failed, he went through processes. He was born as a baby in a manger. He was tried and tested before Pontius Pilate. He was embarrassed. He was looked down upon. He was insulted. He was called. Yet he stood in his righteousness and his holiness. And he never. The Bible says, I did not even say anything. You go and call Mephibosheth. Came to Lodiba, a place of rejection, a place where people are looked down upon. Came to Lodiba. Now, these are horses and chariots. A person that was carried there on the back of a certain woman. Remember, Mephibosheth is the king. If kings don't know who they are, they will end up staying where they are not supposed to stay. Mephibosheth is the son of a king. But if kings don't have an identity, if they lose their identity, they'll be placed and put somewhere where they're not supposed to be. That's why Ecclesiastes says, I saw an evil thing under the sun, an error from the king, that kings were walking on foot and slaves were on horses. What an error. We are correcting every error today. Mephibosheth is a king and should not stay in Lodiba. Mephibosheth is blessed, should not live a life of being cursed. Mephibosheth is powerful, should not live a life of being lame. Mephibosheth should come. Even though if it means Mephibosheth is walking like this, it is okay. So Mephibosheth has to come. Straight to the table, Mephibosheth has to come. At least there is a certain cloth that was covering. That's why we are living in a year of sufficient grace. Grace covers us. It covers the legs that are lame. It covers every lateness. It covers every weakness. At least there was a certain cloth that was covering as Mephibosheth is seated there. And when you see Mephibosheth, You think Mephibosheth is the same like any other person. The devil is a liar. God is going to cover every weakness of yours. God is going to cover. God is going to cover every frailty that is in you. Because let the weak say I'm strong. Let the poor say I'm rich. In the name of Jesus, this is your season. This is your season. I came to prophesy to somebody else's life. Can I say this? Can I say this? Can I say this? If David is over that side and Samuel is here and David's season has come, it takes a certain Samuel to walk to a place that is called Bethlehem Ephrata. From Ramah and Bethlehem Ephrata are not two places that are the same. So Samuel has to come from Ramah. But because the Lord has said something, because God spoke to me and gave me a calling, and I've come to your Bethlehem, and in your Bethlehem, you are not even staying in the city, but your father Jesse has put you in the bush to look after some sheep. But can I reverse what Jesse said to you? Because Jesse told you that you are a sheep header. Because Jesse told you that you shall go after the sheep, but not Samuel. Samuel is the spiritual father that can identify that which is in you. Samuel is a spiritual father who can see the greatness that is in you. I came as a Samuel in your life. I came as a Samuel in your life. I came as a Samuel in your life. Can I say this to you? The distance between Samuel and David is the distance between David and the palace. If only you can narrow the distance between you and me. If we can relate, if we can sit down and start to talk about Christian matters, start to talk about spiritual matters. I'm coming as a Samuel, but I don't know whom I'm coming to. I'm coming into your life. If you can only allow me to come into your life, if you only allow me to actually start to come into your life, if you can allow me to come closer to you, to get to understand where you are coming from, what you are passing through, if you can allow me what is hurting you, if you can allow me to know what is it that is aching in your heart, if you can only allow me, because when the Samuel comes, he has to come before David and tell David, the Lord has spoken to me that you are not supposed to be in the bush somewhere, but God is about to usher you straight into the palace. The devil has been keeping you in a place that is not your own. The devil has been keeping you in a level that is not your own. But I've come as a Samuel in your life. You are not going to remain there for a long time. I've come as a Samuel in your life. Where you are is not where you are supposed to be. I've come in a Samuel, like a Samuel in your life. Where you are is not where you're supposed to be. I came to some launchers in this place. I've come as a Samuel. Where you are staying is not where you're supposed to stay. I've come as a Samuel to prophesy in your life, to break the silence in your life. Your business is not where it's supposed to be. I've come as a prophet Samuel in your life. I've come to take you out of the bush and place you into the palace. Get prepared. Get prepared. Get prepared for a glorious life. Get prepared for your season. Lako shaka mayanda. Reko shabaka santa. Get prepared. I hear the sound of some abundance of rain. God is about to do something. There's something changing in your life this afternoon. There is something changing. Something is happening right now. Something is happening. There is an anointing that is coming upon your life. There is a power coming upon you. Why did God put you here at a time like this? Because it is your season.